Well, hello everyone. How are you guys doing tonight? Drop a link in the chat real quick, and or not a link, but just drop something in the comments. Let me see that where our audio is working properly. All right. Hopefully that's a good sign. Fierce just said Yawa, so okay, cool. Is that your audio is working or is not working? All right, we're just gonna go ahead and do this then. All right, sweet, cool. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I need to get some like monitoring headphones to actually do this properly, but you know I've been incredibly lazy and haven't gotten around to that yet. So anyway, all right, well guys, this is a basically like a redemption spin for people that missed out on the first giveaway that we did in Discord earlier. If you entered that giveaway and did not win, your username is going to appear on this wheel here, and we're gonna spin it. So there were a couple people that already had shark cards that entered, so I've already pruned them out of here. I'm looking at you, Ella Blob. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and spin this real quick, and then we'll take a few minutes afterwards to do some Q&A or whatever if you guys want to stick around, hang out for a bit. Anyway, so good luck, everyone. Let's go ahead and shuffle these up real quick just to make sure everything's all provably fair and whatnot. Oh, it looks like just barely inching out. Panrebo? Is that how you say that? I'm not sure. Yeah, go over to Discord, drop your wham in the chat, and I will send you a shark card. We will do one more of these at some point in time in the near future, and then the Mint 100 is going to go up for auction later this week. So anyway, glad everyone could join us. Let's see, are they even here? Yeah, it looks like they are. So congrats, man. How do you get in to the giveaway? Yeah, this was the Discord giveaway that we did earlier in the evening. Basically, what you do is anytime you see one of those drop, you just click the little confetti icon underneath it, and that will enter you in, and then the bot will spin it, and it'll decide who wins. So anyway. M. Jones, you. Yeah, nobody got screwed here. Sorry. If you didn't win, you just didn't win. There's going to be some more opportunities. There's two more here. So, anyway. Any other questions or anything? Does anyone have anything else? Sorry if I'm a little like under the weather. I'm still kind of like reeling from my COVID vaccine. So, finally starting to kind of round the curve, but it's still like kind of kicking my ass a little bit. No, this is not a new one. We'll do a new one. I'll probably do a live stream tomorrow, and I'll set up a form and everything. It's really late here, and I just was like, I want to go ahead and get this done before the evening's over with. So, you weren't put on the wheel? That's weird. Well, sorry about that. I went through and copied all of the addresses or all of the names that were in the in there. So yeah, something weird must have happened on that front. So how hard that booty clap? I don't know. How hard does it clap? Super. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, yeah, if there's no other questions or anything, I think we can go ahead and wrap it up here. It's like I said, it's getting a little late, so I'm probably going to. Oh, how's the chum drop going? Yeah, I'm actually working on that. Should have it ready to go tomorrow, and the drop is actually going to happen. I think I said it was going to happen on Wednesday. I'll need to go look at NFT Insider schedule and see what I told you. It's been a long day, so I'm getting a lot of my numbers and dates and times mixed up. So, but anyway. Terror of the Deep card, man, nobody's gonna have enough cards to do a Terror of the Deep card, unfortunately. I'm going to talk to the Wells and see if we can get an approval to do a Megalodon card, and if we do, we'll do a blend to where they can upgrade to something that will give them some well perks if you blend enough shark cards. So the winner was Panrevo. So I'll get their wham in the Discord chat here in a little bit, and we'll go from there. Also, hey, M Jones, did you actually click the right icon, or did you happen to just click a different reaction? Because it only counts if you actually click the confetti icon. I think a lot of people mix that up. I'll go back and double check it here in a little bit. We're not going to respin. I mean, again, if something screwed up on the copy and paste, then there's really nothing I can do about that. But we've already spinned, so that's just is what it is. Like I said, the reason I'm doing the auction for the number 100 is so that gives you guys plenty of opportunities. You click the confetti? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll have to look into that and see what was going on. It did look like it was a little weird. The count was off, but I went back and copied it and pasted it like 3 or 4 times just to confirm, and that's what it was pulling in. So, yeah, I don't know. That's weird. So, my favorite non-Creek project, and why is it Virtual Alaska? Yeah, your project's pretty cool, man. Like, it's I don't know. There's so much stuff in the space right now, and unfortunately, like, as a creator, like, I've spent 90% of my time has been focused on my collection. But I do try to pop in and see what other guys are doing and try to claim them. I mean, the stuff that Stuck at 6 p.m. is doing is really freaking cool with the dynamic NFTs. So that's where a lot of my attention has been focused on that particular project. So We Wizard and Puff Creative, yeah, Puff's doing some really cool stuff. He's got these like really cute little drawings. If you guys haven't checked out his project, definitely go do that. He does some really cute illustrations, and I love it. Like if you like that like kawaii feel, like that's or kawaii. I always say that wrong. I'm not sure if that's the way to pronounce it or not, but Stuck is doing some great work over there. So anyway, looks like we've our viewer accounts dropped. People were like, they came in, they were like, didn't win, deuced out, bye. Yeah, Terror of the Deep was sort of an inside joke that we had back in the day of the in the early days of Shark Club. It was, I think, whenever the first couple of whale cards dropped, somebody had said, maybe if they blend like 2 whale cards and 2 shark cards or something, they get like a Terror of the Deep card. And yeah, I mean, obviously that, I'm never going to say never, but it's very unlikely that, I think the whale cards are currently being listed for something like 400,000 wax or something. Like, it's crazy. I don't see whales dropping their prices too much on those cards. They're going to hold on to those for dear life. So, what about Crypto Shark? Raya's project is really cool. I love what she's doing over there. I've actually, I'm actually one of her, I think it's the whale holders or something. I don't remember, but, I think I'm the number 2 in there. She's been supporting this project like from the get go. So I did her solid and went and bought one of her whale cards. So, which gives me some really cool perks. So yeah, she's got some cool stuff she's doing over there as well. Yeah, no, I think Super Puffed, you were the one who brought up the Terror of the Deep for the Cthulhu card. So, I'll never say never, but it's gonna be very unlikely anybody's gonna be able to do that. Prediction on Wax P price in June? Fuck, man, I don't know. I see wax going up in the long run. I think it's going to continue to bounce around for a little bit. It dipped a little bit earlier today after it peaked really hard. I think it got close to 30 cents, or it might have even crossed over 30 cents there for a little bit, and then it dipped back down. Then Bitcoin dipped for a little bit, and so of course that's going to dip everything else. So, I'm long on wax. Like I'm at this point, I'm sort of paying myself on a weekly basis as these drops are happening, because I'm a fan of taking profit. I do not think that you should ever be a bag holder, but at the same time, I'm holding a lot of wax that I've gotten throughout these earlier drops, and I plan on continuing to hold that for the foreseeable future. I wouldn't be surprised if within the next 12 months Wax hits reaches parity with $1. Like it could very well happen with Funko entering the space and everything else. Like I feel like it's very likely Wax is going to go up. So if you are if even if you're not a collector, if you're just an investor, I think it's a great choice to grab it and hold on to it for a little while. I mean, the NFT market I think is still in its infancy. It's only going to continue to get bigger over time, and Wax made the smart move of really going after the collectibles market, where a lot of these others are going mostly after like fine art. And while there's a market for fine art, especially digital fine art, I think the collectibles is where a lot of it's at. That's where a lot of the liquidity is going to be. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Like I'm really happy to see that a lot of people have been responding well to this project, and we're generating a lot of fans, and I'm just absolutely floored that we've hit where we're at. I think we crossed over 4,000 Twitter followers just earlier today, so that was crazy. Is the auction going up tonight? No, I think I'm gonna hold the auction until tomorrow. Might set that up to where it'll end on either probably Wednesday evening. But no, I don't no plans on putting it up tonight. And I'll probably run it for anywhere between 18 to 24 hours. Like I'm gonna make sure it's everyone has plenty of times to to get bids in. So Funko needs to sell in Wax though. I think what they're planning on doing is they're gonna do these VIRL things. I don't know if they're actually gonna be doing digital drops. No one really knows what they're gonna be doing. I kind of wonder if they're gonna have like figurines, and you're gonna be able to claim a digital NFT when you buy the figurine. Like I'm not sure. Like it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. I think that one of the things that Wax had to do, with Wax being the company, and this is just pure speculation, but I think that the whole credit card thing that they're doing is there to appease these big brands. I don't think these brands are while they want to be in the space, I do not think that they are believers of this technology, so to speak. So they are there to try to get as many people into their market as possible, and reap the benefits of it. But I don't think any of these brands really give a shit if Wax does well or doesn't do well. So this is part of the reason why I'm think that as a community, like we need to rally behind these smaller projects, like mine, and then other guys, the independent creators like Ultra Rare, and people that are in my community like Super Puffed and Crypto Sharks, and people like that. Stuck, like these are the projects that people are gonna have staying power because we're dependent on the technology, whereas these brands, they're just not. So if you're and again, there's plenty of room in the space for these particular projects, but they're not they're not going to be the savior of Wax. They're not going to be the ones that are going to deliver us to the moon. It's going to be the hype around these projects that build legitimate fan bases that stick around for the long haul. So yeah, no, I agree. It does create a lot of volatility and a lot of unpredictability in the market, and unfortunately, there's just really not much we can do about that. I think what's really going to help Wax out more than anything is if they start getting listed on other exchanges other than KuCoin. I think that's like the only place in the U.S. that you can buy it. If you, I don't think U.S. people can utilize MoonPay or anything. I could be wrong on that. I'm not sure. Anytime I buy Wax, I buy it on KuCoin. But yeah, that's really the biggest problem that Wax has at the moment. I still am kind of scratching my head on how in the world TLM got listed on Binance before Wax did. Like, to me, that's just bizarre. But somebody did some behind the scenes work there and made that happen. So who knows? The only people that do know are the folks over at Alien Worlds, and I don't think they're gonna share that information willingly. So let's get another pack controversy for the sweet dip in Wax. Yeah. Oh, you're in Canada. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. No, I love. I've never been to Canada, but I got a few friends that live up there, and yeah, you got a cool country. How's that free healthcare? Like, that's the big thing here. I think that it fits in with their launch for an NFT exchange in June. Yeah, possibly. I don't know. Like that, it's there's no telling. I mean, nobody really knows. I mean, I sort of trust that Wax. I mean, considering the fact that they were able to track such big brands, like they know what they're doing, and they understand that like they're not going to be able to, like, the currency's not going to thrive with just what they have. So I mean, I feel like they are putting, they're putting pieces into place to make this happen. Like I don't think that they're planning any sort of like rug pulls or anything like that, or they're just gonna sleep on this for a while. Like they're putting a lot of money behind the marketing and getting these big brands, and I don't feel like they're doing it all for nothing. So yeah, I think that it's very possible that we'll see them listed at some point. It's just a matter of if, not when. But who knows? Like, again, I have no insider information on any of this. I'm a fan of the project just like all of you guys are. So this is just me wildly speculating into the just sort of throwing it out into the universe, hoping that it happens. So anyway, let's see. We're at about 15 minutes here. I'll stick around for a few more minutes if anybody has any other questions or just wants to chit chat or something. So. Anybody catch any cool movies over the weekend or anything? Watch any good TV? Whoa, hold on. DBZ isn't Dragon Ball Z. They're making NFTs? I need some clarity on that. Come on, Puffed. You're killing me here. What's going on with DBZ NFTs? The chat is really slow for some reason. I don't know why. Like I can see you guys doing it, but it seems like there's a huge lag. Holy shit. Okay, so they are doing, like, that's insane. Yeah, I feel like that could be really cool. I'll probably be like collecting that. I'm such a huge fan of Dragon Ball Z. Like that was my childhood right there. So I will be buying the shit out of that as soon as it happens. So, let's see. According to Waxer, maybe there's a ton of crazy projects coming in. You watched a movie on Amazon. What did you watch? What is WPT? I'm not sure what that is. There's so many like acronyms thrown around for a lot of these projects, and I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. Okay, so it's Funimation that's actually doing the NFT drop. That's cool. Yeah, they have so many different IPs that they have the rights to. So I could see them doing all kinds of stuff. I saw you dropping your Naruto shitpost gifs, which is great. I love it. Oh, poker NFTs. Okay. Have to be some utility behind that, I would think. Like, I don't know. I don't watch poker from a competitive standpoint. Like, I'm not really much of a sports guy in general. I don't think poker is even classified as a sport, but I know people watch it like it's a sport. So, yeah. But I mean, there's people out there that are willing to buy it, I'm sure. So that'll be interesting. Oh, is that the new what's his name? Anthony Mackie, the guy from Falcon and Winter Soldier. Is this excuse me, Michael B. Jordan. That's it. Yeah, I saw that advertised. That looked really cool. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I saw Falcon and Winter Soldier. I wrapped that up the last weekend. That was great. I watched a new fantasy show on Netflix called what was it? Like Shadow and Bone or something. I think it's Shadow and Bone, I think is what it was called. That was pretty dope. If you're a fan of fantasy, like it's pretty cool. It's it's very like YA. It's very like it's based on like a young adult book series, but it still had some really cool elements to it. So if you're a fan of fantasy, I would definitely advise go check that out. Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna be watching Loki day one, like for sure. Like I'm a huge Marvel zombie, like from back in the day. Back in my, I used to collect Marvel comics back in the day. Mostly a fan of DC comics. I like DC comics more than I like Marvel, but Marvel's just killing it on the cinematic side. Like their uh, movies and TV shows are just fantastic. Bones and something. Yeah, Shadow and Bone, I think is the name of the show. Anyway, it's like 8 episodes on Netflix. It's pretty solid. Like if you're a fan of anything like that, like it's worth checking out. Yeah, it does kind of feel CW at times. Like but it doesn't have the like horrendous budget that CW puts behind all of their shit. So that's what for me it kills a lot of the CW shows, like especially the superhero shows they crank out. Like it just feels like they just completely shit all that out, and I lose interest after like 3 or 4 episodes. Yeah, no, DC Comics are great, man. Like they're I haven't read any in a good while. But they are. I think the last one that I read was Snyder's Heavy Metal, that he did for or Dark Knight's Metal, which was super sick. Like I love Scott Snyder. His writing is so over the top and crazy, and it just it's fun to check out what he's working on. So anytime he does something with Batman, I'm there. So. All right. Well, we're down to 7 viewers. I think people are getting ready to bounce. I think I'm about there myself. So we're at about 21 minutes. Again, if your name didn't end up on the wheel and you entered the giveaway, apologies. I don't know what happened there. It was not intentional. But yeah, we'll have some more opportunities coming up in the next day or two to possibly pick one of these up. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and I will see y'all later. Bye, everyone.